Okay, so in this video we're going to demonstrate what an anterior glide of the shoulder is and what we're going to do to prevent it, and then I'll demo the rotation at the arm that you'll be doing as an exercise. So if you look at the shoulder, we have the ball here, we have the socket here. These parts are tendons to your rotator cuff. These parts are muscles of the rotator cuff. The rotator cuff functions to pull this ball backwards in the socket. And when we have a glide forward or an anterior glide, that's when the ball travels forward in the socket as we rotate the arm. So what we want to do is we want to make the rotator cuff take this ball and suck it back into the socket so that it's not gliding forward. Okay? Especially important is this muscle right here in the front, which is going to help to especially glide this back into the socket as it rotates. So what you're going to do as an exercise is when you're rotating the arm, you're going to place your hand here on the front of the shoulder. As you do a couple of rotations in and out through an axis through this upper arm, what you're going to feel is you may have a glide forward. You likely do if we're giving you this exercise. So as you come out, you'll feel a little bit more prominence here. And what's happening is that ball is actually sliding forward a little bit in the socket. So what you're going to think about is you're going to think about taking that ball and pulling it back just a little bit so that as you rotate, that prominence does not increase. And what you're actually going to feel is that there's a dipping down and in that occurs, especially as you turn the arm in. And then as you go out, you're trying to prevent any excessive translation forward right here. So again, the rotation is happening through this upper arm. If you can think about this like an axle, the rotation is going to be happening there. If that's too difficult, you may just bring the arm down to the side, and now the whole arm is the axle, and you're going to turn so the elbow is pointing out, then the elbow is pointing in, but this hand is still monitoring here to make sure, especially as you turn out so that the elbow is pointing in, that you don't get translation forward here in the front of the shoulder. So once again, it's going to dip down and in, especially as you rotate the arm in so that the elbow is out. Okay, whether you're doing that in this position or in this position, as you get a little bit better at this, you're going to be able to progress this from positions that are more low and towards the front of the body to positions that are more high and towards the back of the body, but the same rules apply. So once again, that's an anterior glide and how to prevent it.